Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Man, and I just got sort of caught off guard because everybody got instantly quiet in the audience for a minute here. We don't allow quiet on this set, and that's okay. Speaking of quiet, Hillary Clinton, very quiet, mild-mannered woman. She's running for president, I think. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to make a commitment here. I am going to vote for Hillary Rodham Clinton when she runs, and I can say that now. And the reason I want to say that is take a look at it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime situation. We have a former First Lady who will be the president, and a former president who will be the First Lady. It could possibly never happen. I think Bill will look good in a dress. I understand he has a blue one hanging in the closet somewhere. We'll see about that. A nice blue. Have you ever noticed Hillary never wears a blue dress? It's not blue and white. No blue and white polka dots either. Vote Hillary in 08. It'll be the only time in a lifetime where you'll ever have the roles reversed, probably ever. The closest to it would have been Elizabeth Dole, but let's don't even go there because he never got elected, and we definitely wouldn't want her there. Anyway, and thinking of things that are catastrophic like that, small plane crashes. You notice that the press really loves to jump on small plane crashes. I mean, besides the one in New York where the guy obviously had something going on to fly into the side of a building. But they make a big to-do about it, and you got to have all these laws now for small planes. You know, if as much energy was put into the number of deaths that are on the highways, we might have a few less dead people on the roads. You know, you have one or two people might be killed in a small plane crash amongst millions and millions of miles of flying time. And you go out on the street, and the odds are you're going to get smashed tomorrow, you know, in a car. I think our politicians are sort of twisted here, and so is the news media. I guess it's because flying's not a natural state for a lot of people. You know, the old saying is if God had meant men to fly, he would have given them more money. With that, we're doing sort of a PotPourri show. We're going to jump into it, so you're going to see some things. Got an extra co-host here. Kate S. Copeland, she's the RoamHwKate cam operator. She's got the camera here, and so she's going to be doing some shooting, and I'm going to throw in some different things. We got artist and writer Dixie Copeland, who's one of the supporters of the show. He's going to bop in here, I think, on us in a little bit. And with that, let's switch over and do some tunes here before we go any further.
This is an old Bob Dylan tune.
Sell the jugger to the thief. There's too much confusion. I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine. Plowmen dig my earth. None will level on the line. No idea of its worth. But you and I, we've been through that. must not talk falsely now. The hour's getting late. All along the watchtower, princess kept their view, while all the women came and went, barefoot servants too. Outside in the clandestines, a wildcat did growl. Two riders were approaching, and the wind it began to howl. Thank you.
Where is he? Oh man, gotcha! Soon as you walk in the door, I got you. Got you, Trip.
Saw him last night. Got you too.
No, you didn't. I got you on film.
Now I have to ask, if you really don't like Bush, you know, think about what you're asking for. Dick Cheney is president. Now, when you think about that, I think we can keep it in perspective that we can handle Bush for another year and a half. Believe you me, I'd much rather have him there than Dick Cheney.
Our pleasure.
Missed ya.
She lost two of her front teeth 2 boyfriends ago. She's raising the baby daughter of her 17-year-old. Her latest living quit his job, said the boss man was a jerk. So she's pulling double shifts at the Circle K, cause somebody's got to work.
And I knew I was in trouble at the end when the audio guy at the time, Dean Smart, you know. I said, what'd you think about that? And he just sort of, It's like, I don't think he wanted to hear it when he was recording it. Anyway, glad you're with us watching this sort of strange potpourri show. I really don't know what's in it because we're not making it, but I know the band started off some good tunes, and I know y'all enjoyed those. With me tonight is my co-host, Kate S. Copeland, our Roman host cam operator on this side of the camera. Still using the Roman host cam, so you're actually going to see some of this. We're going to have dueling cameras here with the camera going. So we're going to intermix that. A couple things I want to throw out here. I hate the TomTom commercials. Is anybody watching that? That just annoys me. This thing about the GPS system. TomTom, Susu, Bob. Whoever come up with that, they should be shot. And the guy that goes brain dead without his PDA on the sidewalk, that is scary. That may happen. And speaking of that, let's do some more potpourri. So we're going to party all the way from April into July so that when you see it, we're still partying. So remember us and watch for us laying on the side of the street while you're driving.
Nobody sees a hero, just worn out trailer trash. Yeah.
Jeff Chester is probably one of the greatest movie aficionados that I have ever met. Who cares what the Dixie Chicks think? I'd really like to know. I've been seeing a lot of discussion over the last, 6 months or so. The Dixie Chicks said this about George Bush, and the Dixie Chicks said this about the war. Who cares? I mean, they're singers. They're a bunch of women playing music. They messed up Stevie Nicks' song, Landslide. I wish they'd never done that personally. But anyway, why does their opinion warrant being on network news?
I'm often wrong, but baby, I'm never in doubt.
hopefully you're enjoying it so far. You stayed with us. We're going to bring out artist and writer Dixie Copeland. Here's one of our supporters. She brought something to show us. Dixie, come on out. Glad you joined us. So what you got here?
I have a painting that it's being done from a photograph. I don't know if you can.
Let's see if we can hold that.
Focus in on that. It's a little shiny.
Dana, can we? It's a little shiny. Can we get a shot on that? Let me see if I can hold it steady. It's a tight little picture.
This is a larger.
And we can switch and take a look at the big painting from her. You're down there trying to tear up my desk.
Yeah.
That's right. You bring the guest on and they trash the place.
That's it.
Anyway, so
No
Dan, let's get a
respect.
shot of the painting here that she brought from the photograph.
All of these are in process.
Those are processed?
Isn't that? That's what artists always
Yeah.
say. Have you never noticed that?
I always like to do. I like to do the study in a larger canvas, and then I'm doing a miniature. My favorite is doing miniatures.
Okay.
So from this, playing around with the colors.
So start with
and
something
stuff.
small, went to something big, now back going down to something small.
No, yeah, with the small photograph, yeah.
Sort of cyclical thing in there,
I
isn't
think
it?
so, yeah.
Okay. Here's speaking of cyclical, I thought we should have some new shows coming on this year, and I thought of a couple interesting shows that I wanted to present that maybe the network will pick up. 3 Men and a Backhoe. I think it would be a good show. Yeah. I was driving down the street the other day and I saw it, and there was these 3 guys standing around there watching the backhoe work, typical construction site kind of thing. I thought maybe they worked for New Power at first, but you know, they might couldn't be Bell South. But anyway, standing around watching somebody else work. Great movie. It could be about the intermix of these these people's lives and the drama involved and trying to go through this job of shoveling while a backhoe works and making money to put their children. 3 Men and a Backhoe. Think about it. I think it would work. Another one that I thought would be an excellent show would be Sex in the Country. You know, about the escapades of a bunch of good old boys, maybe down in Alabama. You know, and you know, because we got it in the city. How about in the country? You know, it probably happens out there too. Sex in the Country. I think we can get into some strange stuff.
Yeah, I think there might be a livestock.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully it wouldn't be too much of an animalistic show.
You might want to
Anyway, the last one I had is really a discussion show, in a way, if those weren't enough. A Man and a Baby. 1 Man and a Baby. It'd be a show about, say, basically a deviant who kidnaps a child and goes through the struggles of single parenthood, how to raise a child up and not let other people know that it's not actually his, and getting fake birth certificates and putting them up through school and raising them and then trying to get them a driver's license and then different. Okay. Anyway, with that, stay tuned. We've got some more PotPourri stuff. If that wasn't enough for you, right back. I'm Ben Copeland, my Renaissance man. Hang in.
This is a cool Scottish folk song from the 80s, the 1780s.
Brothers and sisters, pilots and co-pilots, welcome our flock of flyers, our gaggle of gravitational escapists, our entourage of eccentric aerialists, our fleet of flighty philanthropists. Welcome to the Church of the Flying Scientologists. Here, not only do we believe in all that non-religious logic stuff, we believe in logic stuff with airplanes. Some people say if God hadn't meant man or woman to fly, they'd have wings. Here at Church of Flying Scientology, we do. We have wings. We have airplanes. Of course, you have to have the money. Can I get an airman?
Airman!
An airman!
Airman!
All right. I've got the good book here. The book of the Scientologists. The pilot out there in, well, wherever he's at. Mr. Hubbard. Scientology, the good book. Let me read the phrases that we were taught to read in the Church of the Flying Scientologists. The words that we are inspired by the great Scientologist, wherever he is now. Our pilots, who art as flying, how low don't you go? Thy wings give fun, thy wheels do run on land, unless taking off from water. Give them a port at which to land. Forgive them for buzzing as they buy expensive avgas without cussing. Lead them not into restricted airspace, but deliver them from the FAA's mace. For the horsepower, the full fuel tank, and the runway in front of them. Airmen. Can I get an airman? Airman! Airman, Church of the Flying Scientologists. Amen. One of the things, though, that since we are in April, I want to talk about was the immigration issue that's been going on. This is a real serious issue for me, and there's been a lot of talk about it. I started hearing talk about building walls, and I was in favor of building walls, and I'm in favor, was in favor of stopping immigration into the Charlotte area. And then I found out that we're not talking about building a wall on the Mason-Dixon line, and we're not talking about stopping Northerners from coming in. It was about Hispanics. What's wrong with Hispanics? Let's build the wall to the north. So I was confused, the immigration issue. I still think we ought to build that wall above the Mason-Dixon line.
He's got a monthly mortgage that would feed half of Peru. Got an office uptown and one at home, 'cause there's always work to do. And he knows he better close on every deal that he can grab, 'cause his wife's plastic surgeon is running him a tab.
Which actually hasn't aired yet, because we're shooting this in December. But when they'll see this show, it will have already aired. I tried my singing debut. I tried a cappella singing debut. It didn't make the December show. For the first time ever, it hit the cutting room floor.
Does anybody save it, please?
Well, what I did though is I treated them to about 30 seconds of it, and then I put in a little verbiage that said, the producer just couldn't handle this. And we got a camera. Al, I got to finish this first. Okay.
It's not his fault.
Nobody on this show watches directions.
I know, nobody pays attention. Who am I? I just talk. Here's a question I got thinking the other day. Why do parachutists wear helmets? City Council has decided that, well, maybe we can't use our cameras at the intersections because we're not taking the money, like the law says, to put towards education. Duh, we're not even doing the lottery towards education anymore. They changed that one. If people had read the law to begin with, they would have realized that they could take the money and do anything they want with it. And then they changed it and said it's even easier to do anything they want with. So they're cutting off the cameras. It gives tickets to people and helps slows down traffic. They say statistics show they work, but since they're not using it for education, they might just turn them off. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. We got people, these are highly intellectual people, like Patsy Kenzie. I know I'm really impressed when I see her on television, and I don't even want to know the rest of them. They just sort of... What I want to know is that who pays for the Bruce Campbell movies? And can I meet this person? This has got to be a great way to get some money, because if they'll do that show, then there's a good chance that maybe I can get something for this show. Anyway, an unofficial copy of the lyrics to the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, that was my copy.
And these may be coming out. I don't know for sure, but these may actually be coming out with the 5th movie.
Sing it, baby.
Okay, here we go. I'll try. Okay. All right, we might have to edit this one out too. We'll see. Okay, Jeff doesn't know the music. Okay. Harry Potter is a wizard. He rides around on his broom. Hermione and Ron are his friends, and Voldemort is his doom. And there's a second verse.
Oh, good.
Of course. Professor Dumbledore is headmaster. in charge of the Hogwarts school. Hagrid is Harry's protector, who occasionally breaks the rules. Anyway.
I feel the way it's rising.
Hey,
Yeah, that's right.
We'll slap some bagpipes with that, and it'll be a hit.
That's it. Okay, anyway, for those of you that just tuned in and caught that, we're sorry, but anyway. Blame George. We still blame George. Don't do sign language.
Shit, this is who is shooting the film.
Yeah, everybody knows
What
me
a little
already.
doll baby.
Give me the camera. I'm gonna kill you for that.
Another thing that I've been thinking of lately is the Big Bang Theory. You know, you've got a lot of school systems here lately saying you can only teach scientific evolution. So we talk about the Scientologists in the front end of the show here with the Reverend of the Flying Scientologist Church there. They said you can only teach the evolution type of thing and not any type of divine creation kind of stuff. Well, I have a question for all these people. Okay, you start with the Big Bang. What started the Big Bang? And then something happened that caused the Big Bang. So I want to hear that answer. So when you need to explain that one, then maybe I think your logic makes sense. But otherwise, I think divine creation works just as good as anything else that anybody else has come up with. So we can say the divine person did the Big Bang. Think about that.
Said the joker to the thief.
I think we need to do something. Men, if you're out there looking for somebody 20, 25 years younger, you got some serious problems. The Harry Potter movies. Do you know the Harry Potter song, the theme music?
No.
Do you know the lyrics to the Harry Potter theme music?
I'm afraid I don't.
He's building up to something. Yeah.
Well, I happen to come across an unofficial copy of the lyrics to the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, that was my copy.
And these may be coming out. I don't know for sure, but these may actually be coming out with the 5th movie.
Sing it, baby.
Okay, here we go. I'll try. Okay. All right, we might have to edit this one out too. We'll see. Okay, Jeff doesn't know the music. Okay. Harry Potter is a wizard. He rides around on his broom. Hermione and Ron are his friends. And Voldemort is his doom. And there's a second verse.
Oh, good.
Of course. Professor Dumbledore is headmaster in charge of the Hogwarts school. Hagrid is Harry's protector, who occasionally breaks the rules. I've got a little modern Renaissance man activity in celebration of ours. If you can catch me here, I'm going to stand up and mess with my director here. And celebration, so we can get a title on this, of the 1st anniversary show.
Cool.
Can you zoom in on that? All right, I made a shirt for me. And check out this back here. You get that?
Oh, yeah.
The modern Renaissance man shirt. And let me tell you what, these are not store-bought shirts. I actually bought window screen. I am serious.
Can we get those?
And I bought some letters.
And you bought some what?
And I bought some letters. Got a company that makes vinyl letters. And I put it on the screen. I bought some spray paint. Cool. And I shot them. And guess what?
So cool.
Oh.
Where's the best girl? Is she in here? Best girl. Send the best girl in here. She's probably out there reading. Anyway, guess what we got? What size are you? What size are you?
50.
John.
Why are you doing that?
What size are you? Medium.
Where's he going?
I don't know. We'll try that one. Hey, medium or large, Ron? Anyway, have one. We got some big fellas here.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Here too.
there you go.
All right.
There you go. And you got a big one too? Dave, you got a big one?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the biggest of
You got the
all.
biggest. Here you go, Dave. What size are you wearing? Large.
I hope my mom's not watching.
The modern Renaissance man t-shirts.
Here, hand these out to the boys in lieu of pay.
There we go. There's the best girl. One just for you.
If I don't see you in the week, through the window. If I don't see you next time we're talking on the telephone, if I don't see you in that Indian summer, I wanna see you further on up the road.
Good.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. It's been sort of different. We're sort of having fun here. We're all sort of winding down here, getting ready to take a break in the studio. Fortunately, people are hanging with me. Dan, you're the man. You're my director. I want to thank you for the show. Boy, it's gotten quiet here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's hot.
Anyway, I think people are shocked about the TV shows that we talked about earlier. Anyway, glad for the volunteers. Without the volunteers, this show would not happen. Dean handling the audio, Trip and Jeff, nothing but wonderful tunes. Kate, RoamHwKate cam operator, thanks you for coming in with your fan and all that, looking all nice.
Hot.
And Dixie, appreciate you sharing your art. We'll see some more of that. Jennifer manages the green room, and we've had a wonderful time, and hopefully you have too. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Man. Good night. That's a wrap.